He's just human-like.
Okay, interesting. Either way, I'm not.
Were I to use D&D terms, I'd probably consider him an elemental.
That makes sense then.
Either an elemental or a celestial being. Although I don't think he's celestial because he doesn't come from like heaven or anything like that. He's not a fiend because he's not from the pits. So I think elemental is probably the best way to put him because he does represent all the elements. So
that makes sense. That makes sense. Welcome back. We should include that.
I am keeping that in.
Oh yeah, no, all the fucking random discussion. All right.
Listen, that was some high tier discussion about Captain Planet.
All right.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Come on, PS1 Hagrid. That fucking face. It just annihilates.
You're the one that fucking chose him.
It's so funny.
I wonder if we're gonna finally get your your final character now.
I'm wondering if it's not gonna be until we rescue Akihiko and we have all of them, and then because I don't.
I do remember that this character is late, very late.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's like the fucking 6th Ranger over here.
Ah, rest in peace, Green Ranger.
Yeah, does he die in
He's dead.
In Power Rangers?
He's dead. The guy who played him is dead.
Oh, right, the actual dude. Yeah, I fucking forgot about that. The character also died in Zhu Rangers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't think he died in I think his character carried on, but into multiple other Power Rangers.
That's what I think. So.
But
yeah, I fucking forgot he died. Apparently killed himself, which is fucked. It's like, ooh.
Some people aren't right in the head, so that's how it is.
Yeah, he just like me, for real, for real. All right.
Hobgoblin, also known as Horny Toad.
Oh.
I mean, it's a toad with horns. Come on.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's his ears. Could this be it?
Teleports beside you. Nothing personnel, kid. Actually, no, it'd be varying degrees of personnel. So it'd be kind of personnel.
Kind of personnel, kid.
If he teleports in front of you,
oh, new skill. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's
me.
you.
Yo, it's me. Oh, that was fucking sick.
But you're gonna get angry.
Why would you do that?
It's a fair question.
To be fair, in this context, it does look like he just fucking teleported me into the cannon.
That's exactly what
without
he did.
my consent.
I told you, there is no consent. They just grab you up, throw you in the cannon, and boom.
Alright, fair enough. Forest nuts.
I wonder if all your characters will hate those things. I swear to God, every time I get forest nuts, like one character likes them and everybody else hates them.
Speaking of 6 Rangers, I think it's interesting how many of them, like, in the context of their series, fucking die.
It's almost like they follow a formulaic storyline.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, because the only one that you've seen is Takemichi, and it'd be fucked up if he died.
Thank God he didn't.
I know, that'd be fucked up for that series.
Yeah, that was good timing. You needed healing.
Yes!
Yes! Try to do the Captain Falcon. Yes. Yes! Show me your moves!
Is Captain Falcon a human? Give me the lore on that guy.
Captain Falcon is 100% human.
Okay.
He's just very well trained. He is not the original Captain Falcon.
Okay.
He is like an inheritor, from what I understand. There's a cartoon show about it, actually. There's an anime.
Oh.
Yes. So. But yeah, he is just a very well-trained fighter, and the whole flaming falcon punch kind of thing is his own. I think it's like the signature move of all the Captain Falcons, and so like that. So
it's like the Rider kick for Kamen Rider, where you jump up and then you kick them.
I mean, he has the Falcon kick as well. I mean, that's literally one of his moves in the game.
So what you're telling me is that he's a Kamen Rider.
He could probably pass for one. He works on a similar mindset. Kind of, actually.
Holy fucking shit, it's only 50 people.
Wait, you ain't seen nothing yet, boy.
Oh my god, there's too many people. 80.
Oh, the people's gratitude, awaken new power into you, beacon of hope, whatever, smiting monsters, 500 people, ho ho. Finally.
Alright.
A new party member is ready to...
Select. Miitopia save data. Okay, so we need a non-human Mr. Bean.
Definitely. Okay, so apparently somebody, I was looking up a thing, apparently Mr. Bean is an angel.
Yeah, he's an angel.
Like, I don't think that's canon, but I think that's one person's fucking thing.
He's either an angel or an alien.
Or an alien,
depending on how you want to take the opening. Let's see.
But I think the most prevalent one is that he's just an angel that got kicked out of heaven or something like that.
For being like mildly retarded, I think it makes sense. He didn't do anything seriously wrong. He's just really stupid and embarrassing. So they had to ask him to leave.
God tried to have a nice dinner, and Mr. Bean ended up with a turkey on his head.
Mr. Bean, world's worst blunt of all time, is asked to leave heaven.
Let's be honest here. Like Mr. Bean I could see Mr. Bean causing more damage than fucking Lucifer. So like that would be fully understandable.
All right, what do we got from non-humans? Ah, yes, Hank Hill, my favorite non-human.
J. Jonah Jameson, my favorite non-human.
Plug.
Oh,
I forgot we had a Doom guy. Oh my God, we could have Fish Husband.
Yes, he's technically not human. Oh God, the Tails one.
Fuck it, Tails is a meme and a non-human. We're going with Tails gets trolled human. What the fuck? How would I describe Tails gets trolled Tails personality?
Okay, and also think on what personalities you already have in your party right now.
Oh, that's fair.
You have an airheaded.
Yeah, I have a cool. I have a cool and
then
energetic.
whatever you are. Are you energetic?
I'm energetic. I'm thinking maybe stubborn.
Sure. I don't know that meme, honestly, so.
Yeah, it's from a fucking slightly insane webcomic. Okay, you know the song, like, what is it, Ultimate Showdown of Destiny or whatever?
The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, yes.
It's basically like that, but with like a bunch of random, it's basically like a giant crossover filled with like stoner humor and like weird jokes and then like deep lore.
From around the same time as Ultimate Showdown?
Yeah, it's like early
I might
2000s.
actually like it then, you never know.
I think I showed it to you before and the art was terrible and you couldn't stand it. So you
maybe.
do it. Okay.
So you're going to make him a warrior, or what are you going to make him?
I need something that's pure damage dealing.
Well, that would be either... okay, I'm going to tell you right now. That's going to be a warrior, a mage, or a... Go back, the other thing. I think the imp isn't full damage dealing, but it's mainly damage dealing.
I'm going to go mage.
Yeah, because mage has the most versatility, honestly. What with the magic being like, you got a single hit, you got a 3 hit, and you got to hit everybody. But you have to be like level 9 for that one, I think. So.
Yeah, the beginning of Tails Gets Trolled is that Tails
Look, I mean, he looks happy there.
Yeah.
This is good.
He gets trolled by, like, these organized, like, trolls who are, like, people in real life.
Okay.
And it's him and then Shadow and Sonic and Knuckles, and they attempt to get, like, revenge on these people. And it just escalates into, like, battle shonen crossed with, like a 14-year-old stoner dream crossed with, like... Okay, there's a scene where, like, Porky Pig's wife gets murdered by, like, satanic cult worshippers.
I'm sorry, first off, Porky Pig can't get married, no woman wants to be with him.
Well, this is why it's just random nonsense.
Anyways.
There's also the
I might be a bit late to the party.
There's a Cheetos guy who's, like, a wizard. It's fucking insane. I need to reread it. Anyways, now that you're finally here, it's time for you to be the bottom, bitch. I can't stick it in Kopaka. Finally! Well, here's join the team. Fantastic!
Couldn't have waited much longer. Sorry, everyone. I was mostly just waiting around. Pardon? I was just waiting it out here, behind this inn.
I see.
Just waiting and waiting. Honestly, it was kind of lonely. There.
We found you at last, Tails.
Hooray!
That was awkward.
This wasn't our fourth party member. This is just a hobo that was living behind the inn.
Our fourth party member is fucking Kermit. And
Introduce him with the good donuts. Give the good boy a donut. So. Okay, fuck him then.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Kermit or Mr. Clean or something, but it's fucking Tails who's just like, yeah, he's just smoking pot behind the inn. And he just wandered in.
See, you don't like the nuts. Taylor, it seems nuts are an acquired taste, and you haven't acquired them.
To be fair, I'm really not a huge fan of nuts. Like it's
okay, now that's a weapon, Jesus.
Yeah.
Your frilly fucking Grandma Doily fucking armor, but you got this fucking anti-tank shell.
Wild threads. Hell
Nice,
yes.
finally some new clothing.
I think I had something else, but I left the appearance.
So I think this will look better.
Oh, very much. We got no. Yellow. Oh,
Do the
God.
pink, Taylor. Do the pink.
Which one's pink?
That one.
That one? I don't know.
No.
I'm gonna go yellow. It looks hideous.
Okay, here's the thing I'll ask you. This is the most this is a very very simple and almost infantile question. Do you have a favorite color?
Yes, green.
Okay.
There's a particular shade of green that stands out just perfectly.
Is it one that you can actually see, basically? Yes. Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
It's not just because of that. It's also just it's just a nice color.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I won't give you shit for having a favorite color.
What is your favorite color?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
My favorite color's changed since I was a child.
All right.
As a child, I liked red/orange.
That makes sense.
Still do. Mine is actually green. But it's a different green than yours.
Okay.
Mine's neon green.
Okay, mine is specifically the shade is emerald green.
That's fair. I like neon green, but then again, it's because I'm edgy, Taylor. I like neon green as an accent to black.
Oh, of course.
Hence my love of Necrons too, since that's like the basic color scheme for them.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's just the
black with the green color power coursing through them.
It's like that vaguely Mountain Dew looking color, with like a weird flavor.
that flavor is death.
Which is why I really think that you should play Warhammer Mechanicus.
I've always wanted to try some of those games they make, because there's like a fucking slew of those fucking Warhammer tactic games, but I don't know if any of them are even worth fucking time.
I mean, the one that I've played, and I don't know about anything else really, besides, the only Warhammer games I've played are, well, 40k anyways, I've played are Dawn of War, of course, Space Marine, wasn't really a huge fan, and Mechanicus, and that one's fucking amazing.
Two levels.
To be fair, we were like an inch away from a level last time. So. Yeah, Mechanicus is so fucking good, and it does. It's such a. People were like, when I heard about it, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like XCOM, and I'm gonna miss all the time. No, if you are in range to hit, you will hit. You might tank damage, but you will always hit.
I feel I'd have to get used to that. Apparently, some people are playing the new what is it, the Dark Suns or something like that, the Marvel game.
Oh yeah.
Midnight Suns. And they're playing that, and they're just like, I can't go back to XCOM. This one's so much better. And it's like, and at the same time,
is it like a tactics game?
It is made by the same people who made XCOM.
Oh.
But the thing is that I've also been hearing from people, like an equal amount of other people, it's like, this one's garbage. It's like baby's first XCOM or something like that kind of thing.
That's fair.
So.
I mean, once you get used to like the hardcore tactical action, it's hard to go back to something a little bit more casual.
I mean, I still want to play it because first and foremost, I love Marvel Heroes. Oh, the other thing people have a problem with is the fact that your main character, it feels kind of like a fan OC kind of thing.
Oh, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like you can make your the main character. Apparently, you can customize them to a point. I think. Which I mean, I like that just because I like having the ability to customize. I like customizing characters, but they're like, oh, it's self-insert, OC, do not steal kind of game. It's like, shut up, dude. I want to fucking fight alongside Wolverine. Fuck you.
I'm gonna take a gander. I might give it a shot.
Give me a gamble.
Fuck it. The roulette's not very good. I'm gonna go scissors.
Rock. I called that.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you!
Too bad for you. Better luck next time as he just hauls off and...
Oh, I accidentally hit again. Fuck.
Wait, do you have enough to... You have... Oh, you have another one?
I had to. Fuck it. Why not?
Rock.
I'm gonna... Yeah, fuck it.
Ah. I wasn't telling you to choose Rock. I was saying what he was gonna do. Sorry, I should have made that note.
You should. It's all right. I would have lost.
I was trying to use my latent psychic powers to figure out what he was going to do. For now, forward.
All right.
We can't spend this entire episode in the inn.
Yes, we can.
We can, but it's not good ratings.
No, good ratings like we're on TV.
This is prime time television, Taylor. What are you fucking talking about?
Let's fucking go.
Now we have the nightmare that is PS1 Hagrid falling.
Oh, thank God. So last I checked, our fucking Mario videos up to like 260 views.
Yes. It seems everybody out there likes to watch Mario. Well, we'll be keeping up with it.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You have to remember, he's low level.
Yeah.
He's like level 1.
That's life sprinkle. Yeah, just real quick.
He basically cannot take any hits right now. But think of how much you'll level up after this battle, too.
Yeah. That is always useful.
Horse.
No, I'm just genuinely baffled. YouTube's like, oh, this one we're going to recommend to people. Because it's not being, like, searched for or linked anywhere. You look at the analytics, and it's like 70% just, like, what next video recommendations.
Interesting. That's not a horrible thing.
Oh my god!
Jesus!
Alright, I can't even revive him anymore.
No. Kopaka's going crazy. He's like, nah, fuck this. They killed my friend. Oh,
We're
you
divorced.
got pissed. You should divorce.
Don't get injured.
A little late for that.
Yeah. No, and the watch time's really good too. Like, average watch time is like actually a few minutes as opposed to a few seconds. Which is unusual. Really
These fuckers are kind of fucking you guys up badly.
Yeah, like, holy shit. Are we supposed
It doesn't help that one of your members went down. It almost feels like kind of things go foobar as soon as one of your members goes down.
A little bit?
I think it throws off the dynamic.
I think I understand what you're picking up. Or laying down.
Boom. Dead baby.
Oh, what's your tail say?
The good thing is, his tail still lets level up.
Oh, thank God.
Look at that. Level 3 or up a bit. Ah, he has fire magic now. You might want to start giving him, any HP giving, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I was mashing A, I was not thinking. Yes, but no, I should absolutely give it to Tails.
HP foods give to Tails, yeah.
Yeah.
Because first off, wizard, so that means he doesn't have much health to begin with.
Yeah, he's especially squishy.
A whole 100 gold.
Oh my God. I could buy a whole penny farthing.
Nah, only half. You seen the prices on those things lately?
I'm back in the day when the penny farthing was a unique item. It was contemporary, I guess. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a fancy outfit. I approve. That is a nice looking one.
Damn, that's
Went for purple?
that's a fuckable loss.
What the hell is the thing? You look like a fuckable cut of meat. Are you? It's from fucking Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Fucking Atom Smasher.
Well, our relationship is being
Yeah, as long as you
rebuilt.
spend time in the room with him, you'll get back. You'll get back to it.
Alright.
He'll be good. He'll be good. Alright, we'll be back to sleeping in the same bed soon enough.
Pushing the beds back together.
Oh, you might get it done faster than figure.
Fuck you, you're eating it, you son of a bitch.
It's like,
I gotta
don't
pump
like
you
it,
up.
but I need it.
Gotta pump up the jam, you son of a bitch.
Fix your friendship.
This is inspiring.
Taylor. I'm sorry for being so mean. I want to be friends again. Now you might reject him.
Damn. Me too.
You're a big softy too.
This is a heroic moment. Oh, Kopaka! This is a...
Taylor, you're on your knees. I don't know.
This is Kino.
He's forgiven. He's still gonna shoot you out of that cannon again. This will not change things, Taylor. He will have learned
Ooh,
nothing.
toy tank.
Kopaka has learned nothing.
How base of them. Ooh, I like the red.
Jesus, that's a tank you see coming. Holy fuck. Tails needs something to spend time with somebody.
Yeah, let's throw him. Kopaka. Well, they've gotten... Now that me and him have gotten back in good standing. Also, last episode wasn't even that long. There's only like 48 minutes.
Well, I'd say that's about normal. I'd say that's a good
Only a
length.
little bit longer than normal, I guess.
Don't forget, we don't go quite as long on the Miitopia videos. Oh, look at these tulips. Lovely. Ever hear of flowerology? It's all about the meaning of flowers.
Yes, flowerology.
No, tell me all about it. Take tulips. Their meaning actually changes depending on their color. Really? What are the different meanings? And if you witness a white tulip bloom, watch out! New love is on the horizon. Oh, how interesting.
Damn, it's like I'm really hanging out with the gay dude from Persona 2.
Shit.
Yes, I know you're hungry, Loss. Hungry for vengeance, but you have to go. There's no more food. We have no fucking food.
We must adventure anyways. The fairy's fine because she can just forage. But sadly, the rest of you idiots have no skills in that manner. So.
Okay, I feel like Lost is a comic, so it doesn't need to eat. Kopaka's a robot. I don't think the Bionicles have any kind of notion of eating.
I don't think they have any kind of like sustenance needing or anything like that.
I don't think so. At least I can remember.
So you and Tails are the ones that are in danger right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I can eat him. He's a fox. I think they're fairly protein heavy.
If he doesn't eat you first.
Yeah. So I'll be brave too.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. That was a voice. A voice from the beyond.
Put it back. It doesn't better. It can stay there. Apparently, Kopaka has to be better than you.
All right, we're shonen rivals then. I see. Oh hell yeah!
Kick its ass.
Time to Chad.
It's Chadding time.
Lends a hand, dude. Oh, you're gonna get in the cannon?
That would be hilarious. It's like, Taylor lends a hand. Oh, good. Get in the cannon.
But this time he's actually, like, determined about it. That'd be great.
That is actually anything, because there's times when if you have a high enough friendship with all of them, then all three of them will help you with the attack. And in the case of, like, the cannon, it always looks a little different for each thing. For that one there, he'll literally fire the cannon for each attack. So
that's great.
4-shot. Tickets. Game tickets, always good.
They're not always good. They're okay.
The tickets themselves are always good. What you get from them.
I guess.
Oh god, the Bansheevil.
Looks like my ex-wife.
Kinda looks like my ex-girlfriend. Take my wife, please. Let's get all the boomer humor out.
Father, I cannot click the book.
Oh, god, that one just annoys me.
Thanks. Great contribution there, PS1 Hagrid.
The funniest thing, too, is like that whole, like, what's a book mindset and everything. I don't really think it's actually as prevalent in real life. It really is just for the case of that joke.
From what I understand a little bit, it is for, like...
I guess it depends on upbringing.
For really young kids these days, where if you're the kind of parent who's like basically just they throw their kids in front of a TV or a tablet and then they let them fend for themselves, while they get fucked by African American gentlemen all day. Then obviously there's going to be that sort of thing where they're confused now and know what the fuck they're doing, but they've never like encountered a book really. So
there's also one that says like. It's a fucking commercial, I guess. It's like the older guy's talking to the kids like, "Oh, you're using your computer," and the kid's like, "On a tablet." And it's like, "What's a computer?" And it's just like, really? No. They know what fucking computers are.
Even little kids would know what a computer is.
They know what fucking computers are.
Yeah.
So that one is like peak boomer, not knowing what the fuck. Out of touch boomer. It really is. Hold me. Oh, it's creaking like.
Coffin lid said.
And then.
Where is my face?
Eep.
I ran
Had a good time. Had a good time there.
One of my favorites, it's like an edit of a specific boomer comic, is like an old dude in like a military veteran uniform. And he's like, and he's sitting next to like.
I think I know this one, but
the kid sitting next to him with like a controller is like, I fought the Nazis back on Normandy back in the day. And the kid says on Xbox or PlayStation. And my favorite edit is he goes, "Oh, you're always such a kidder, Brandon." I know, Grandpa. It's nice to come over and spend time
No,
with you.
I didn't think you'd like the wholesome one.
I like that one.
I thought it was like "I love you, Grandpa" or something like
Yeah,
that. I think
it's wholesome.
it is wholesome. I was like, it's like this is a nice change. Good job twisting that bullshit. There's another one I fucking saw. I was reading today. There's just like. It kind of hit me a little bit actually, because it was an uncle meme. So it was like directed at uncles kind of thing. It's Doge, but it's like there's a little kid version of Doge with the big eyes and everything, and then there's like an older one there. It's got like a trucker hat and stuff like that. It's not a MAGA hat. It's just a trucker hat, and it's like he's taking him out for like McDonald's or something like that, and it's like
I think I've seen this one.
yeah, probably. It's like. Oh, this is great. Thanks, Uncle, whatever. There. And it's just like, you're the coolest and all that. And it just cuts down. You zoom on the uncle, and he's like this. And he's like, it's good feel.
Yeah.
Good feel.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm an uncle. I actually have a chance to do this with my great niece when she gets older.
There's another variant of the one that I was talking about, where the kid says, "You have to let me go, Grandpa. It wasn't your fault. I went to war." And then the next page, the kid's slowly phasing out of existence.
Yeah, that one that's a bit harsh.
Yeah,
that's a bit harsh. I can't handle that.
I like that one because it's funny in a fucked up way.
I don't know if it's funny, Taylor. I think you just have a fucked up sense of humor.
I think Lost doesn't help. Like the fact that I think the comic Lost, it's a comic about a miscarriage, and that's fucked up.
If I remember correctly, the reason it became that way is because I don't think Buckley really handled it properly.
No, he didn't.
He didn't do it properly, so that's why it turned into the meme that it is. Tim's done pretty well for himself since he dropped that original storyline and just went with more random stuff. He does have storyline stuff, but it's more a superhero-based thing. So I do still read the CID stuff. So
yeah, because it was like that's gamers, am I right? Comic, and then we do a serious comic about the main female character having a miscarriage.
You're too young to remember to really fully feel this because I think you were like a fetus when a lot of these comics started.
Oh, at least I was like a child, a small child.
When were you born?
98.
Okay, so you could have... no, because some of them started in the late 90s, Taylor.
Yeah.
So the thing is, a lot of them did that where they started out... A lot of webcomics started out where they were just goofy, random bullshit. Like, we're gamers. Actually, gamers were a major one of that because that's a major subset of people who made the comics.
Although us gamers, am I right, webcomics, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that over time, you have to remember the fact that these people making the webcomics are still artists. They're still writers, drawers, and stuff like that. He's going to one-shot one of your characters.
Okay.
Oh, you might want to... You can bring him back, or you can try to kill a guy. You can do both, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
But next time he gets a turn, he's going to murder you again. Murder one of you.
I don't like this fellow. I think he's a little rude.
He's a secret boss.
Alright, that's fair. He's sort of like the Reaper from Persona.
Kind of, yeah. Welcome to
Reaper.
Reaper Light. And maybe he won't die. Maybe not. Depends on if he pays attention to you. Oh, okay, he didn't do the thing. Usually he does it again. But what were we talking about?
Gaming webcomics, so they sort of transition into serious.
The thing is that because of course they're gonna move them up in style. A lot of times, gaming webcomics, the art style does change drastically over years.
Yeah.
Because they're improving. They're getting better at it. And of course, the story too. They want to push themselves to make. They have a vision. They want to go with it. They want to see what they can do with it. So.
I think
I quite enjoy it, honestly. So.
From what people from what I know about that sort of thing, the way that people reacted to Lost when it first came out, it wasn't just the fact that it was like, you're jokey, whatever, and then now suddenly it's a serious thing. I think it was just the way it was handled, particularly.
No, Buckley did not do that very well. He I don't know. It just kind of felt a bit off. Everything in the seriousness of the story. I don't think at the time he was really ready to do a serious story as deep as he did, because he just did not handle it well.
I mean, it seems to me that the better way to do it, if you have I'm writing like a goofy, funny webcomic, if you can't, it seems to me at least that it'd be better to do a different webcomic if you want to try and do something instead
and some of them do that where they'll cordon off. There'll be the goofy webcomic, That's just for easy to draw a little lower quality, some much like that on the pictures, but you can get the jokes across. And then the one you actually work on, which is your little magnum opus that has better story and all that. Which I know, I get where you're coming from on that for sure.
But anyways, it's funny. Lost is really
Okay, what I call now is not what you should do; it's what he's going to do.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to be wrong.
All right.
Okay. Rock.
All right. So then I will go paper.
Fuck.
See, if I'd gone rock.
Okay.
Like you had
To be fair, I put the caveats out there. You chose of your own free will.
All right, that's fair. But your psychic premonitions worked before, though. Anyways, we're gonna leave you alone.
We're just gonna leave that alone. Yeah.
We're gonna leave you alone, tiny CRT TV.
I thought it was a CRT monitor.
I don't know, whatever. Who's gained sentience? All right, we're going on outing.
I have to give Tim Buckley some props though, because you know he pushed through that bullshitty kind of situation,
And he's still going.
and he's still going. Like the man's published books.
Really?
Yes, they're graphic novels,
Well, yeah.
stuff like that. But like he has published some books out there and such like that. So like he's not hurting. He's a fucking family man. He's got a wife and kid and everything like that. So I don't think he's hurting.
No, he's probably doing just fine. He actually has one webcomic. I think it was Control Delete too. Yeah, there's one that I actually like because it's funny. It's a time traveler guy, and he steps into an alley and he's like, "Oh, what year is it?" And he looks on the window. Yeah, and
It's like Skyrim release.
What year is it?
Yes.
That one gets posted on V quite a bit. People actually like it.
He made that one when Skyrim Special Edition came out. So.
But it's funny because it's genuinely
It kind of is true.
It's great. It's like an actual joke, like well-constructed joke.
And then there's some that just went off the rails. That is some of the comic writers that just we don't know what happened with them.
Were they disappeared?
Oh, no. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to tell you about.
Give me some examples.
I'm going to tell you about a webcomic called Sinfest. Oh, Laws is getting fired.
I think I've heard the name.
I may have talked to you about this before too. I don't know. So the what?
Why would you do that?
So the creator of Sinfest is Tatsuya Ishida.
Oh, I think I know this guy.
But here's the thing. In the early days of his comic, and other ones on Keen Spot, there's a fucking callback for you.
Never even heard
Keen
of it.
Spot is where a lot of bigger, slightly better quality comics were hosted and stuff like that.
Okay.
It still exists, but a lot of those comics don't exist on there now. They moved to their own things. Back in those days, it was kind of a joke on the fact that, like, Tatsuya was always, there is a comic every single day. And he still does it. Literally, the motherfucker uploads every single fucking day.
I assume that's his entire job then.
Yeah. But the thing is that nobody ever knew anything about him. Like, the son of a bitch was, like, completely, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Is,
Ooh, gold or stacks? That's gold.
gold?
What's anonymous?
Anonymous, thank you. Or he was pretty much there's a point where some other webcomic artists there'd be little jabs at it and their little backgrounds of their comics, like a newspaper headline, Tatsuya Ishida missing and stuff like that. But the thing is that like I love Sinfest. It was entertaining. I actually have like the first 3 books he published them out there of all of his comics in there. But at a certain point, he changed mindset on things.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know about this.
He became a radical feminist.
Yes.
So do you know this from me telling you, or did you actually somehow find this out?
No, because he is one of those people that gets posted a lot on V.
That doesn't surprise
He
me.
has the long tradition of what are called lol threads.
Okay.
It started with Lost, actually.
Fair enough. That doesn't surprise me.
The very first one was someone posting Lost when it first came out because people were posting, the Control and Delete comics and all this sort of thing. Just lol. And just, there's fucking Lost. And then it's sort of a tradition for lol or synonyms of it to get posted, and then, that's like the gaming webcomic thread. And Sinfest continues to get posted to this day because people are baffled by him.
Well, this is the thing, too, is I'm baffled by it. Because, like, first off, I'm no master of figuring out psychology or anything. But like some things are pretty easy and obvious to tell. I'm sure some of your little creatures that exist on that board probably are much the same. Shazam! Woo! But like it seemed like that came out of nowhere. So my mindset was like he met a woman who fucking pushed him into this thing. There's a part of my brain that wants to believe like I fucking love Sinfest. Sinfest has been a comic I've read for years. And, like, it just kind of hurts me a little bit to see some of the bullshit he's done.
So it's not just like, oh, there was no, like, gradual build-up. It was just completely sudden?
It was pretty sudden. Like, he changed the art style a little bit, too. Like, he had an upgrade, like I told you about before. That happens. You know, that's fine. Whatever. I'm good with upgrade. Yeah. But with it, took a tonal shift. Like, there's a lot more undertone story and everything, and like, hey, guess what? Maybe he's doing the One Piece method of just spreading it out over a much longer period of time than the other comic artists and others, but
I like the teddy shell.
The teddy shell. But the thing is that there was a part of me that was like, I really feel like he's being held against his will and being made to do this, because it was such a crazy change.
I can understand.
But there's another part of me that really thinks it's all satire. Like, no, the motherfucker had made on the site that's Infest on now, which is its own site, there's forums. In the forums, he literally put our only for like the radical feminist group and everything like that to go. And I remembered something about him. He was notorious for taking the piss out of these kinds of groups. And I really always kind of wonder if it's like the long con, like he's fucking with these ones too. I almost wonder, but I don't know. Like, it's all just supposition.
For 10 years, because I remember...
That's a seriously long con. Yeah, has it been 10 years since he started doing this? I don't think it's been 10 years since
it has to be, because I remember his comics were getting posted on V when I first started on V, and that was when I was like 10 or 11. The dates might be a little bit off, but it's been probably close to 10 years, if not more.
I'm going to have to look into this.
But no, he's been doing this for a long time.
He has been. It has been a while, for sure.
It's like I think with Neil Breen sometimes, where the strange, weird, bad things he does are so well crafted that it has to be satire. Like there's this moment I've seen a clip of it. He has like a 5-hour like retrospective of his own movies where he talks about his process and sort of how he gone into filmmaking. It's a big thing. And there's one filmmaking part where he's like, you don't want to be having like still images. You want to be having always like moving, dynamic sort of things. Generally speaking, you don't want to have just like lockdown, just looking at like nothing. And for one thing, that happens a lot in his movies. Is just like here's a lockdown shot of like someone talking for a very, very long time. There's also like, and then while he's doing that, his entire documentary is just him on a couch, locked down, with like the focus kind of like the fucking rule of thirds is like the focus point is his crotch.
He is not in the center.
No, it's his crotch.
His crotch is in the center. That was probably on purpose. The rest of it probably not.
So it's hard to tell. But I think these people are genuine.
The thing is that he's always been, going back to Ishida, he's always been such a fucking kind of a loose cannon and an unknown quantity in comics community and everything. It wouldn't surprise me if this is just, I mean, maybe it's just his new artistic direction of bullshit. Like, I'd be 100% understanding the fact that he doesn't believe any of this bullshit. And he's just using it as a new angle for the comic. But, I mean, I don't fucking know. Oh, Loss is evil.
Fix that. Only I'm allowed to be evil. I'm the obligatory evil teammate.
What the leader the leader character was the evil one all along?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened in a Sentai.
I'm trying to think. I don't think it has. The closest thing is the currently airing one, Dawn Brothers, where the red Don Momotaro is like a giant asshole at the start. And when they first start transforming, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's the fucking leader of the Dawn Brothers, and check him out." And then he just starts attacking his teammates for no reason. It turns out the reason he does this is because he's trying to like get the element of surprise to like train them.
Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, I'll just start attacking because I'm the strongest member of you fuckers. So you have to be ready to fight me."
Seems a bit against intuition, but I guess I get it.
He's a quirky motherfucker. He also dies if he tells a lie. He briefly dies for a couple seconds.
Was he a main character of that fucking isekai anime?
Which isekai?
I don't know, the one where he can die and come back all the time.
Oh,
fucking
ReZero.
ReZero, yeah.
Fuck it, sure. But there's the plot of the summer Sentai movie was that the characters get cast in a movie. So of course he dies on set and then gets replaced by a succession of different people.
I have to say though, going back a bit there, like, what I've just unloaded on you about the whole Sinfest thing has been something that has weighed heavy on my mind for years of trying to figure out, like, what the fuck happened. Like, I still read Sinfest from time to time. It's kind of weird, but, like, I think he's actually kind of, maybe it's changed a little bit again, because it's very connected, the way he has it now is very connected to, I don't know, social standing stuff.
Yeah.
And such like that, and so, of course, feminism isn't the big thing anymore. It's more like... fucking trans rights, those kinds of things, all that thing. So it's kind of almost going in that direction. But I've actually gotten a couple of the comics have actually elicited a straight up chuckle out of me and such like that. So.
Interesting.
I almost read it in more of a what's the best way? It's
like an autopsy?
Not an autopsy, but it's more just. I want to say archaeology, but it's not old. Okay. It's like archaeology, but it's continuing.
It's more like
the term.
It's more like journalistic, I guess. Where you're sort of like, well, like, I think I get what you're saying, though.
You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think, because I don't know if there's, like, a present term for something that's similar
Anthropology?
to... Is that for present?
No, that's just for, like human, like, cultural sort of things. I guess
Anthropology kind of does work, though.
That's the closest thing.
Look, I can also say it's also morbid curiosity, too.
Yeah.
Just to see where he's going with this shit. And he's still going. He's still fucking going.
Defense.
New skill. Hiding his fucking head in there.
I don't think in all the many content creators that I follow, they've changed, like, undergone, like, a radical political change. Or
as
like,
much as he has, at least.
I think the closest one is the one who made, I wasn't even, like, following at the time, is Hayam Daisy, who made, like, the Persona Abridged comics.
Okay.
Nanako, I'll fucking punch you in the gut, and all that shit.
Yeah.
How, like, yeah, no, she became, like, radical feminist.
Oh, jeez.
And she's apparently, like, disavowed all her previous work.
Now, I'm going to, sorry, just to stop you for a second,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, just for the record, that I have no problem with feminism. I have a big problem with the radical ones.
I just have a problem with women in general.
You have a problem with humans in general,
Yeah.
Taylor.
Come on.
But my thing is that there is a difference between them. Because there's the ones, the radical ones are the ones that, like any situation, are the ones that are louder and make things worse for everybody else.
It's interesting, and this is like a fucking roundtable discussion about how, like...
Well, we're not paying attention to the game anymore.
No.
Might as well keep going with the conversation.
I feel like this is worthy of, like, a longer topic at some point, and not just, like...
That's what we're bringing back to, we're bringing back fucking Titfa.
Oh, God. It's time to talk about how easy it is these days if people get fucking radicalized into political ideology.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
But no, that's kind of the closest thing. I think I've more encountered creators that I like basically just having, like, mental breakdowns and being like, no, I basically disavow everything that I've done because I think everything that I've done now is terrible because I'm having, like, a depressive episode or some shit.
Well, that's the thing, too, is that, like, it's almost like, I mean, it's a fucking trope, but in a sense, it's also kind of true. Artists kind of have some of the worst health issues, mental and physical, and like and I think it almost seems to, like, correlate with, like, the quality of the content they create. The more toll it takes on them.
It makes sense.
Because, like, there's a comic I read called fucking Between Failures.
Never heard of it.
That's fine. You probably wouldn't like it. Anyways, I'm just gonna presume that. But it's been one of my favorites for fucking decade. I don't know if it's been around for a decade. It's been around for a good long time, though. For a good long time. And it's the thing is that the author Jackie Wallenhaus, he's not always in the best health. And like, but the funny thing is that he's got like an extremely supportive community. It's just a case of like, hey, by the way, I'm like half dead right now and all that. And we're just like, it's just chill. You know what? Take some days off, rest. We're willing to wait for you to come back and write up the rest of the story because we like them like me really are into the characters and everything.
It's better to.
It's well written.
Yeah, you want them to have the time to rest and not be like trying to force themselves.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
Die.
We're willing to wait. Go ahead, take a nap, take your pills, stay off the computer for a couple days. Come back refreshed. We'll be here. And I like that those communities still exist. I really do, because just so many things have shitty ass toxic communities. Like, there's people who we've really diverged from the original topic,
Yeah,
but I'm fine with that. Let's keep going.
We're everywhere.
Let's see where it goes. Like, I'm going to be the first to admit, and this is going to be the topic that gets you fucking murdered online these days, is the fact is, I like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I think people still do, but like...
But the thing is, you can't say that now. You fucking can't, because the first thing that comes to people's heads, that little dipshit rolling around the floor, I'm Pickle Rick, in the fucking middle of the fucking
it's
McDonald's.
It's a fan base ruining it for everyone else, or like the
like it's actually real. Dan Harmon, what's the fucking
part.
Dan Harmon, and what's the other guy's name? I can't remember. They make it like actual quality
seen the
show.
show.
I want to actually watch the new ones. I just never get around to it. I've only watched the first 2 seasons, I think, so I like it. But like, it's really a case of it's just like you can't say you like it, or people associate you with those other creeps.
Yeah, it's. Oh god, there was actually a YouTube video I was watching where they discussed this exact thing. Oh, it's like you can.
Well, boss fight.
You can have a reasonable opinion. What they described it as the man covered in shit problem.
Oh.
Where you can have a perfectly reasonable opinion. You can be like, the sky is blue, and people will be like, okay, yeah, that guy's right. And then a man covered in shit walks along and is like, I agree with that guy.
Oh no, Taylor.
Yeah. This is extremely cursed.
Yes. But I get where you're coming from. No, that is pretty much the thing.
So then you get associated with the man covered in shit.
And that's the thing, is like, oh Jesus, he's still too low, he's still too weak.
Oh my god. Don't lead me astray, you heart.
You're like, wonder what's for dinner. I want to continue this conversation, but at the same time I want you to win this fight, so maybe...
No, continue the conversation. I can do both. This is turn-based. It's not like
That's fair. But, what I was saying is, where was I?
I don't, I don't know, fucking pick a guy rolling around the floor talking
Oh,
about
yes, because of fandoms and stuff.
Yes.
And it's literally a case of, like, I mean, take other things, like, you're not going to agree with me on this, of course. I fucking love Undertale.
Yeah.
But Undertale has one of the most toxic fandoms out there.
Oh my god, he's fucking dead again. I'm just getting wrong.
Well, you have to now. You don't have any way to bring him back.
Yeah. No, he's... Like, when you think...
Like, it's a well-made game, and a very nice story, honestly, and kind of fucked up if you go the genocide route. But, like, people just look at it, and, like, because of all the shit that's happened in some of the fan base, it's just like...
Yeah, when I think of Undertale, I think about, like, weird gay furries.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, that's what I think of. I don't think of, like... I'm not a huge fan of the game. I played a few hours in, and I was like, it's okay, I guess.
It's not a horrible game.
No, it's not really my thing.
It's a well-made game in itself, even if it's not your bread and butter.
Yeah,
you can tell that it's a well-made game. At
yeah,
least.
there's not, like, objectively speaking, like the bare bone fundamentals, there's nothing really wrong with it. But no, when I think of the fan base, I think of like gay weirdo furries. I think of like there's this old video that I feel you might have seen back in the day where it's like these two. They're wearing like anime merch. These two young women, very ugly, and they go to like a fabric store, and they're like saying Japanese words, and they're acting like the cringiest shit. And that's the kind of people I think of as like these really embarrassing, like the worst kind of weebs. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh fuck, you are like nasty. I can like imagine the stench coming off of you, you know? No, horse.
But no, I get where you're coming from with that, then, for sure. In your own anachronistic way.
Oh my god, stop leading me astray, you slut.
You keep wondering what's for dinner.
Don't blame me.
Well, I think we petered out there.
Yeah,
Taylor.
we reached a climax.
We fucking went hard there for a while.
Yeah. We had, oh my god, still? We had dialogue, man.
This episode's not even interesting in the gameplay. There's who cares about the gameplay?
No.
We just fucking tried to solve all the world's problems right there.
Okay, good. Just hit me. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, not that many. That's not fine. That's not
No, he's
fine.
one of the few that actually will do the one more time twice.
Oh my god, it's just like the Persona 1 more attack. It's appropriate to use Akihiko then.
Sad fact is, only the enemies get it.
Speaking
Oh,
of
lordy.
Akihiko, it's appropriate because earlier today I was like,
Oh no.
Oh, fucking base. Thank you, Kofachi.
Ooh.
I got it in my head the fucking Persona 3 musical soundtrack, so I was obsessively listening to Akihiko and Shinji's duet,
Okay.
which is, I don't know, it's just a really good fucking song. So all I can think of is the fact, like, I imagine Akihiko now. My brain has been poisoned by, like, the guy from the musical, because with the makeup and the hair, he looks like he's 80 years old, because he has like gray silver.
Well, yeah,
wig.
Akihiko has white hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like kind of gray silver. He looks like an old man, and his makeup. Okay, the guy has like really strong like wrinkle lines, the actor, and the makeup emphasizes them. So as soon as he goes out of like a neutral position, all the wrinkles in his face come out, and he looks like he's 80 years old. So it looks like there's just like a fucking like boomer hanging out with all these teenagers.
God.
He plays the character really well, but look, they.
But other than that,
Yeah.
I really feel like if we could get ourselves to direct into conversations like that more often, we could actually pull off a podcast properly.
We probably could, but
It's just like I'm sorry, I don't know how we got into that conversation. Do you?
I don't either.
No.
It just-
I'll have to look back on this episode and see what the hell we were talking about to start.
I wonder what was going to become of me. That's fucking Cold Steel the Hedgehog. That's not Akihiko.
I wondered what was going to become of me.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's right.
You can do Akihiko.
You want to head east after the Dark Lord? I'm almost going too edgy on it too. Very well.
We need to get fucking Liam O'Brien in
Yes,
this-
we need
in
a
this episode.
special guest star Liam O'Brien. Oh, what the fuck would that do for our channel? Holy shit.
I don't think that'd be impossible. Firstly, if
Firstly,
we could,
yeah.
but we could probably do like a cameo or a fiver. He's probably on cameo. We can get him to say some voice lines, and we just find a couple like look up voice lines for him to say, and then we like, oh, hold on, it's time for our special guest, Liam O'Brien. We just play the video. Like,
Fuck, where's my phone? I was gonna see.
we'll look it up after this video, which I think it probably should come to an end. soon.
Probably soon.
After I do all the maintenance on people here.
New robe.
All right.
He is behind the rest of you guys.
Yeah, but
So
quite a bit.
Yeah. That's a fan.
Very nice.
That's also a fan I could actually expect would do damage.
Looks like the fan of the it's like one of the equipments or something that the robot can use in the game Steel Rising.
No.
It's like a sort of steampunky kind of ish. You're basically like a robot in like an alternate universe of French Revolution. And it's kind of like a Soulsborne-y type of game. Looks
Interesting.
good. I'm waiting for it to go on sale super cheap and then I'll give it a shot.
What was it called, you said?
Steel Rising. One word.
Chadley wants time with you.
I know.
This is important. Taylor is cleaning.
Oh, a carrot. Nice.
Easy way to the horse's heart is with the carrot.
And also to mine.
You a fan of carrots, are you?
Yeah, I like carrots. They're good.
You just eat them cold, eat them raw?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some in the fridge if you want to eat one.
There is. Wow.
Yeah. Better you gnaw on them than they might go the chance of them going to waste.
That's fair. Are they like big carrots, like actual carrots, not like mini carrots?
Yeah, they're regular carrots, full-on carrots like you.
I
I'd suggest peeling them.
That's fair. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Do we have a peeler?
Yeah, it's in the top drawer.
Oh, I never noticed
Well,
that.
it's supposed to be in the top drawer. It might be on the counter. I don't know. Well, the goblin soup.
Yum.
Shooting soup of goblin? Only every chance I get, that's all. I wish this was Goblin Slayer now as the character.
I remember being really disappointed in Goblin Slayer.
I think there's a bunch of people who were.
Because I tried out the light novels and I was like, oh, besides the extremely edgy like first chapter, like that's what everyone talks about.
As
like,
I understand, it kind of mellows out quite a bit
oh,
after that first
like
bit.
pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
Let me pop over and check what time we're at. But basically, the first chapter is like the edgiest shit ever, where there's implied like gang rape by goblins.
Oh, it's not even implied. Like in the anime, you almost basically. Okay, I guess you don't see it, but it's pretty fucking close to seeing it. So.
But it's fucked up.
Yes, it's
and then
extremely.
and then it just turns into generic, lighthearted, like it may as well be a fucking isekai, like my adventures as
Taylor,
the
in this
Goblin
case, it's
Slayer.
known as fantasy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the style of like trashiness that you associate with isekai, as opposed to the style of like trashiness that you associate with like a regular fantasy like series. But anyways, this has been a long fucking conversatory video. I should save.
You probably should.
Let's do that before I wander off.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for being a part of this conversation. By that I mean you were just listening to us.
Welcome back to the look forward to the next episode of the Miitopia podcast, where we talk about racial inequality.
Yes.
I'm gonna have some hot takes there.